In this video help, I'm going to describe the new version RV Logbook Pro V13 or version 13. We're on the main menu. In this application, there's a static display of the world time scales as far as world time. The reason this is put on there is so no matter where you're in the world, if you're traveling using your RV or wherever you're going to be and you want to know, for example, where you're going, what time zone you're going to be entering, well, this is the way to do it. The static chart is just basically a way to show you the difference in hours through the time zone. But what you can do is click on or tap this button up at the top of the screen, and what it'll do is bring up a live version of the website. The static one is for if you don't have a web connection, you can get the difference in hours across the world. And this one, you'll be able to see all the world times and the actual current time in all the areas. Now, for example, I'm in Mountain Time. It's this little gray area here. And if I click on that general area, what it's going to do is it's going to pop up the map of that specific area. Now, if you could just go back where it says UTC 7, now I got too far to the east. If I click on UTC 7, it'll come up and give me more information on that particular area in the United States. And when you click on that United States map, you'll see that I'm in this case near Phoenix, Arizona, and there's the time, 09:26 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. You can see all these different hours and different times. It makes it easy for you to find your way around the United States or any part of the world using the world time information that's provided. You can also click in this area up here to go to that particular area on the map and get information about that particular area and some of the cities worldwide that are fitting into that particular time zone. So it's just a nice way to be able to manage your location and time. And this is the World Time Online. To navigate the application, the first thing I want to point out is you click on the application map and it brings up this menu option right here. And if you tap or click on any one of these, it'll take you to that screen. And as you can see, there are several screens in the application. Typically, there's going to be trip planning, going through the accommodations and photos. You can also have a destination manager where you can set up information about destinations you want to go to or track information about the destination. And it could be a city, or it could be a location within a city, or maybe a stop along the way where you want to provide yourself all the information if you're traveling, where you may want to go to see state parks, national parks, or some other destination that you're interested in seeing. There's also a open website option where on the destination manager you can bring up any website that you want to add to a list of websites. There's a supplies manager so that when you're going on a trip or during the trip, you can manage all your supplies that you keep on board your RV. And there's a list view for that as well. Then there's a service manager where before you leave on your trip or during a trip that you're on, you can manage all your service information and ongoing services that need to be done. And there's also a manager for that with a list. And a lot of these have summary totals for expenses and costs. Then there's the expense manager for all those other items outside of service and accommodations where you want to track all of your expenses, and an expense manager list view to see all the things for the expenses summarized. Now, to close this screen, you can either click off anywhere around the screen, no matter where it's at, or just click the close pop-over and it closes that screen, that pop-up. To travel through the application and make your entries, you should start in the trip planner and work your way down the list of items as far as adding data. There is a sequence. This is the parent record. So anything that is in the parent record, all these would be subordinate screens with the exception of a few that we'll be discussing along the way. For example, like trip photos, is you can add the individual photos, and there's some other things like destination manager and the websites, and those are typically where you add new records to those screens. We'll cover that as we're going through the different screens. Now, with the video help, what you can do is you can go ahead and return from YouTube and then pick the next item along there and go to that screen. Once you go to the screen, there is another thing that says Do Action, and it's a different button. And on the Do Action button, you can click to do a lot of other actions as far as moving around the screens and managing the information that you're adding. If you have any questions, you can always click on the support site icon, or in the support site, it'll be shown on the drop-down list in the Do Action, and there you can go directly to the website from there. In addition, when you're taking these videos, you would take the videos by clicking on the Do Action button and pick that particular thing you want to be able to do. Thank you.